but I do want to ask you about your religious refusal bill that you signed. So under this bill, and correct me if I'm misunderstanding anything, under this bill, on the basis of religious belief, someone can deny service based upon sexual orientation or even perceived premarital sexual relationship. Is that correct?
Which bill are you referring to? I'm trying, is this the right of a business to decide
Yes.
who they serve and who they don't serve? Well, why would we not have a bill like that and a statute that allows a business owner, which it's private property, to make that decision themselves? I think we've seen this court discussions and debates and results that have backed that up, in the constitutionality of that being a right that they have as private business owners.
Right, and that was the exact same argument that segregationists made. Like, I don't have to serve you because this is my private business, and I don't believe that this should occur because, I don't want you sitting next to this group of people. So, but at any rate, I'm wondering, because Title VII of the Civil Rights Act prevents discrimination against LGBTQ people in employment. So I'm wondering, does it make sense that a business can't discriminate in hiring, but can discriminate in service? And, again, I mean, I'm wondering also what happens, when a business owner says, it's my beliefs that I don't want to serve this person of this religious background, or, or of this race, or this, or an interracial couple.
Well, the constitutionality of religious freedom has been protected in court decisions that have backed up a lot of these statutes that we've seen in different states. So this religious freedom is an incredibly important part of the background of America. That's why the people that originally came to this country was seeking religious freedom, that people couldn't tell them necessarily that they had to worship one God, that they had to worship a specific and attend a specific church. So those decisions based on that, we can certainly have a debate and discussion around the policies that trickle off of that. But I do definitely think that what this country's founding was based off of those protections of those individuals and their businesses to make those decisions of who they serve.
Also, if correct me if I'm wrong, on this law in particular.
Follow, but go ahead.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it a matter of, it's not that the businesses can decide not to serve gay people. It's that the businesses can't be compelled to violate their religious conscience. So it's, in other words, if a gay person comes into a bakery and orders a cake, they can get a cake. But if they order a cake that says, this is my marriage to so-and-so, my gay marriage, basically, if the person says, well, that part of it violates my religious conscience, they shouldn't be compelled to write a message on the cake that violates their conscience. Do I have that right?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, that wasn't what you said earlier, but I'll grant you that, that's what the bill says. So, again, do you fear that sometimes this could be manipulated just to discriminate against people? So a baker can say, I don't want to bake, happy bar mitzvah for someone because,
Well, I would say that I don't speak in hypotheticals, but certainly you could see any single law or statute be twisted and utilized to the detriment of people and the detriment of freedom and people living the life that they so choose. So unfortunately, in this country, we see that over and over again. And it's something that every state will look at, every leader looks at. And my job in my state is to do and operate what the role of governor is, and to continue to make recommendations. When I campaign for office, I talk consistently about who I am, my faith, my background, my belief system, my values. And then I ask people to support me and ask if they'll vote for me. And then I follow through and lead the way that I told them that I would, and hope that they'll support me again, should I choose to run for reelection. So that's the process in this republic. And there may be people that disagree with my faith and disagree with, my value system, but that doesn't mean that I'm not fair and that I don't,
Right,
as a leader, uphold the laws that are in my state. And that when the public makes decisions on on what they want to see happening here, that I'm not someone who does my job. I do my job, but I also take very much to heart the foundation of this country. And I don't want to be a leader who degrades that, breaks it down, and doesn't keep the integrity of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and what each individual is granted for personal responsibility and freedom and liberty.